Glasses don't help.
No idea what that is. I have no idea. So no, I just made that up. I have no idea what Drew has got 10 minutes of me licking my fingers.
This is riveting, Steve. By the time he's done editing, it's going to be riveting video. Okay, riveting. Anyway. Good to see you again.
It's gonna be good.
I do have a glass of wine right here. Where'd it go?
Coordinating virtual restaurants. Feelings about that. Or Bob, and Bob, go ahead. Bob, I'm so sorry. It's my partner in crime. I'm going to turn it over to Carmine and let Carmine say a few words about what's happening in the state legislature.
Thank you.
What should we know?
Thank you very much, Michael, and thank you, Judy and Steve and Mary and Ann and everyone else. Glad to be with you here today. On the convention, I was able to talk with our chairman, Senator McGee, the other day, and I voiced our concerns, the concerns of this committee and the concerns of the Sudbury Committee and others, that we'd like to talk about issues. And what's projected, we're not projecting issues, and we're really unhappy about that. So he was aware of the discontent, and he told me that there will be issues. He believes that we will be discussing issues at the convention. He's still looking at those breakout sessions on how to elect, how to campaign, but he said we've invited, or he would invite presidential candidates, and looking at having a few issues addressed during the convention. And he'll be bringing that up at the state committee meeting coming up. So that's good news. That's very good news. The budget, I think that we'll probably be voting to override vetoes perhaps this Wednesday. I haven't seen the word on that, but I think if we don't meet on Wednesday and do it, it'll be coming soon. And for Wayland, there was only one item that Alice and I were able to discern that was cut by the governor, and that was a $25,000 appropriation to study the water quality in the Sudbury River that flows, the part that flows through Wayland. So it would be great if that gets overridden. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I mean, I've reached out to the Speaker and Ways and Means Committee chairs asking that be restored. I think that things are going well in the legislature, notwithstanding the delay. We had a delay for a couple of months in committee hearings because the House and Senate couldn't agree on joint rules, the joint rules that have largely been intact for many, many years. Hearings have gotten underway. I've got three bills. Three of my bills will be at hearings on Tuesday. One of them has to do with Wayland creating a new liquor license for a store, for an establishment over in the new town center. And the other two bills of mine that'll be heard that day have to do with offering tax relief to seniors from their property taxes. So, yeah.
Why, are you taking away the circuit breaker up there on Beacon Hill?
No, I'm not taking away any. We're not taking away any circuit breaker.
Okay, just checking.
No, we can talk about that later, but no, that's not happening. And I think, in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of talk and discussion about access to public records, and I think many of us are really surprised and disappointed that Massachusetts is in the basement as far as giving access to public records to people. Now, we have a bill, 3665 or some such number, House, that promises to put us, bring us into the 21st century with good public record access. And I'm guardedly optimistic that that bill will actually be acted on before the session closes next year. I think a lot of people, it has the support of a lot of people. In the area of higher education, one of the committees I serve on is higher education. We met with Marty Meehan, the new president of UMass, the other day, and a couple of other new folks who were appointed. And we met for about, it was an informal meeting for about an hour and a half. We probably spent about 15 or 20 minutes talking about K through 12, because we all realized that if our young men and women are going to do well at our state universities, they've got to be able to have what they need when they enter as freshmen. And it's unfortunate but true that a lot of people that are coming in from our schools need remedial work, either in math or in English. So I'd like to open it up, if folks have questions. Yes?
Can you
Gee, I
elaborate
haven't
about...
seen you in so long.
I know, it's been forever. Thank you. And by the way, thanks again for Judy and Steve hosting, and everybody for doing their contribution to this fabulous annual picnic. Michael and just everybody. And my main concern is about the budget. Obviously, our governor is not very enthusiastic with the proposal, and I was wondering if you could just elaborate on it and how we can move forward with our own wishes with it.
Well, I think that the budget that both the House and Senate approved almost unanimously. I think if there was one vote against it on the House side, it was a lot. I think that most of the governor's vetoes are going to be overridden. Not all of them, but I think most of them will be overridden. And I think we have a good budget. I do. One of the things that's worrisome, and that we haven't mentioned today, is and I'm curious how people might feel, is the idea of having the Olympics in Boston. I for one...
Quick straw poll, all those in favor of having the Olympics in Boston?
I really like
We have 1, 2, 3,
How
4.
about a half a
What if it
half?
also
Yeah,
All
I'll go
those not
halfway.
sure, all those not sure and thinking about it.
What if it involved a venue in
More
Wayland?
information. Like the governor said,
What
we
about
want
those?
more
What
information.
about those who are
The Olympics
opposed
in Wales.
unalterably?
Not unalterably, but...
Yes, I think that's a fair
Yeah, I
statement.
think-
So you got it's a mixed pig. It's a mixed
Yeah.
bag. But
Well,
Yeah,
We
I
need
think-
the underlying
with a
details.
certain weight, with a
Yeah, I
certain
mean,
direction.
I will tell you, at the State House, the big concern, the huge concern, is that every Olympics that's been had, for many years now, ends up, in the last year or two, the Olympics committee said, well, gee, we're $1 billion short. We're $2 billion short. You've got to pick it up or it'll be a disaster. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to.
they're saying they're getting insurance for that. Is
But
that
actually, the insurance,
reasonable?
they're going to spend probably a couple $100 million on insurance. It still won't cover everything.
We'll have to pay
Because
the bill
insurance
that
companies
will go to
won't
the
cover.
insurance company.
So on the cost side, we don't want to be saddled with costs. And then also, we're improving the MBTA, but I just can't see how we could move the people around. I just don't see it. Someone said to me the other day, we buy more cars, they still have to move and stop and start again, and so yeah.
I have a comment on
Yeah.
that, though. I think that with all the discussion about the pros and cons over things like traffic and do we pay, I think what's getting lost is, why do people ask for Olympics to begin with? Why did we throw our hat in the ring? And, okay, so there's one comment here that we would make money on it, but I not
Think, Dave.
that certain people, and
Vein
that's
guides.
that I would like explored more, is that the case? Is it a case that certain people will make more money as opposed to others? But, but moreover than that is, what is the overall goal? Let's forget about the making money for certain people for a while. But what is the overall goal for the overall good of having the Olympics? And just because I'm one of the people who said, yes, I'm in favor of it, I think Boston is on the cusp of becoming a major worldwide city. And we're not there. We are not there. We are not a major world city. And this is something that could make us a world city. And I think it's important that it really be looked at in that very large context of what's our place in the world. I've been through this. I've been through this when Route 128 was where every technology company wanted to be. What happened? It all went to California because they built the infrastructure.
No, I went to
Now-
Kendall Square.
Okay, that's my next point. We are on the verge of Kendall Square being, it's there.
Oh,
it's
it is there.
Total breakout.
It is there.
It is so amazing what has happened
So
down there.
Kendall Square is known nationally and internationally.
It is, yes, but it's in one
Okay.
area. It's
One of the
in
things-
one field. So I will say that this is the opportunity to extend it beyond one field and really become an international city and not lose the opportunity that we lost when the technology company. That's my piece.
So I think there's probably a lot of deeper, more introspective and thoughtful comments. I'm gonna let Bonnie, she's had her hand up for a while, make a comment. And I think if you want to continue the discussion, we've got tables and
That's
chairs
right, I'll just
and
wander
food
around.
and drink, and there's plenty of opportunity to do that. Bonnie?
Boston is an international city because of meds and eds, and the Olympics, which is a 3-week circus, will not help the long-term health of Boston or the state of Massachusetts.
That's the in my one of the points that I made to the speaker and to our Ways and Means chair was to restore that cut. That cut, there were millions cut from that, and I asked also some of us in Sudbury we have a line item that's within that line item that would start a historical museum. Pay some of the startup costs for a historical museum in Sudbury. So that got my attention. Thank you.
What's the feeling on the cats holiday? Somebody asked me at Best Buy yesterday.
I don't recall. I remember seeing that I don't know.
If people want to
But
talk
thank
to
you. Yeah,
Carmine
I'll just talk with you
afterwards,
individually.
after we break and go
Thank
back
you.
to the music, please,
Good to see you
please do so. There are sort of 2 more people I want to just ask. Norma, 2 last quick announcements. I hope, Druba, can you give us 60 seconds on the Brady campaign in the wake of the various mass shootings that have taken place?
Yes, so as you know, the Brady campaign, it looks forward to a very minimum of a background check. Now, the last one, which happened at the theater in Louisiana, that guy got the gun from Alabama in a pawn shop. Now, that is something, and people are saying that, oh, he got the gun legally, so everything is okay. So what the Brady campaign is saying, that obviously it's not okay, so we need to change the law. So we have to come in for new legislation. So as you know, Brady campaign has been working to expand the Brady background check, which will include any kind of gun transfer, even if it is a gift, even if it is going to a gun show. Internet sales is not covered anywhere, either federally or by state. So those are some of the things that Brady campaign is pushing. And I have a sign-up sheet if you want to volunteer. We have several events, Concert on the Green and many other places. And a related thing is the Ask campaign, which is Asking Saves Kids, which is basically asking if my kid will be playing at a place which has an unlocked gun. And we distribute gun locks free of cost, so you can please sign up. Thank you.
Thank you, Druba. The last one is, I mentioned earlier there's a table over there. I did reach out to the Webb, O'Malley, and Chafee campaigns for literature.
Can you see it, sign?
Yeah, I'm just zooming in now. say something.
Say something.
Anything.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Slammer, reporting live from the WDTC annual picnic. We have a great crowd over there today. Elected official, we got dedicated Democrats, and I'm here supporting Bernie Sanders for president because Bernie is the only progressive candidate in the race. He's solid on all the issues. He's been doing a fabulous job in the Senate, crossing party lines. He will make the best president to stand up for our values. Thank you very much.
Perfect.